Can Jesse read one of the many
From the
signs
very
posted
beginning,
offering a reward
motion
for their
pictures have
capture?
portrayed my legend as truth, and those like 1921's Jesse James Under the Black Flag have distorted the narrative of my life for the sake of pleasing audiences who cared little for history and less for truth. With time, many Westerns became revisionist and reflected the veracity of my character in a way not seen before. Expressly, if you will, please pay attention to the more accurate illustration of me as a very troubled young man in this classic
More than a month, there's been something
1939
funny going on
film.
around here. Now, what is it?
You're taking too many chances.
Shut up. Go on.
The way you're going on is just like you was trying to commit suicide.
And just who do you think you are?
Now listen, Jesse.
I hope you will concur. This 1939 classic, revealing me as uncontrolled and callous, was a lot closer to the facts of my nature than anything that came before. A generation later, the great actor Robert Duvall played me in the 1972 film, The Great Northfield, Minnesota Raid, in which director Philip Kaufman told my story in the cinema verite style common in westerns of the 1970s. In this next scene, we can see how my propensity for violence and rage, all part of the reality of a bank robbery, was contrary to my legend for polite.
The time lock is set. That isn't going to work.
Although not about my life, the 1999 film Ride with the Devil, directed by Ang Lee, accurately depicted the level of violence and animosity permeating our nation during the Civil War. Surely you will agree that, as in any war, innocence amongst the civilian population will always suffer the most, as acknowledged in this revisionist masterpiece.
Lion.
Stay there, boy.
Put this in your newspaper.
Regrettably, there were many all too realistic murderous moments like this throughout this underappreciated film, as revisionist westerns were always meant to make us take a hard look at the truth of our history. Now, I'm sure you will wonder what I judge to be the finest piece of revisionist cinema resonating with the certainty of my life. Well, that would be 2007's The Assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, which was written and directed by Andrew Dominik. In this 21st century masterpiece, the young director used almost supernatural cinematography to encapsulate the blackness of the night. But more importantly, the film comprehends the blackness of my heart.
You down on your knees.
Why?
But you ought to pray. I'm gonna kill you.
You're gonna have to make me.
All right.
What rationale I conjured up to justify my crimes, I could not tell you. But I believe that is the purpose of revisionist Western, and reconsidering my life and all other historical figures thoroughly and with detailed scrutiny.